Salamat malam. Hello. Hello, family. Salamat malam. That's good night in Bahasa. Welcome, welcome, welcome. This is day 5, I believe, of me going live. Yeah, I think this is day 5. Yes, 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 yes. Welcome, welcome, welcome. If you are joining, you are new here. My name is Shri, and I'm excited that you're here and that we have this time together before you go to bed. I am streaming from Bali, Indonesia, and I have made my someday become today. And I wish the same for you. I do. I do. So, welcome, welcome, welcome. Come on in. Um, I won't, please move over to YouTube. If you're catching me on Facebook, please jump on YouTube. My YouTube channel is Someday Became Today. And jump on there, please, please, and thank you. Like, comment, and subscribe. I am building my platform out to YouTube. It is my heart's desire to see you there so we can chat very easily. Yeah, come on by. Come on in. Welcome. And this has kind of become, I think this evening thing is really going to work because it's a great way for you to go into your dream space. Um, just, very easily, very quietly, with an intent. Yeah, with an intention going into your dream space. Today, I want to talk about your picture, your frame. Mm-hmm. Like, what is your picture and what is your frame? Mm-hmm. And I have a little story about why I chose this particular um, subject. Yeah, your picture, your frame. Come on in. Let me know you're here. Put a comment. If you're joining me from Instagram, type something in the chat and let me see if it pops up here. And then if you're on Facebook, please type in that you're here. Let's see. I'm going to go on Facebook and see if I see. Do, 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 do. Give people a few minutes to get on in. Oh, I'm a little early. Look at that. It's 10:57. I meant to go live at 11. I guess I was excited to speak to you. Oh, yeah. It says I'm live. Okay, cool beans. I see it. All right. So we're going to be talking about your picture, your frame, and, you know, life situations and how are we looking at them, right? How are we looking at them? How are we framing them? And how can we be empowered through our lessons? Something to think about. Let's talk about it. Let's see. Do, 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 do. Do, 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 do. Come on in. Come on in. And I'm really excited to announce that I will be hosting a retreat here in Bali. Yeah, we're gonna be in Bali. Don't that sound nice? We're gonna be in Bali. Yeah, in 2025, October 2025. We're gonna be there, here, together. transforming our lives, dreaming awake. This is what you see. What you see here with me here, this is my dream awake. I want this for all of us. Yes, I totally do and sincerely do. We're going to have delicious foods. We're going to, oh, and they're going to be organic. So our bodies are going to be supercharged and ready for all of the goodness that is going to take part. Um, we are going to go to water purification temples. We will be going to waterfalls. I don't know. We'll see how many, because sometimes waterfalls can be a bit difficult to get to. So, I am going to be conscious of the abilities of the participants. But I think everybody who's going to come, um, who's going to be joining us, will be able to physically make it down to the waterfall. Um, I would love, oh, we're going to go to a silent retreat space. So we'll do that for one day. And we're going to walk. We're not going to be silent for the whole day because we're going to do activities while we're at the silent retreat. But the silent part will happen for a few hours, and you're going to write down all of the things that come up for you within 6 to 8 hours. I'm not sure if it's going to be, because I really want to be conscious. We're going to only have seven days together, so I want to be conscious of the time that I use for each activity. So it's all coming together, and we're going to walk a labyrinth. And if you've ever walked a labyrinth before, one thing that you know for sure is that you have the full attention of the universe. And depending upon what your faith is, it could be the universe, source energy, infinite intelligence, God, whatever you want to call, whatever you're comfortable, whatever your speak is. Okay? Not here to convert anybody to anything, just here to get you on your path to knowing yourself more and being courageous within yourself to um, live your life, not existing as a byproduct of circumstances, like the sum of circumstances and um, other people's thoughts of what your life should be like, or even the life that your parents, wanted you to have. Maybe that's not the life you want. And so my goal and my heart's desire is for you to support you in figuring out what that looks like for you. Yeah, I want that. I want that for you. Because if it is those things that you're currently living, cool. But there's got to be something else inside of you, which I'm 100% sure of, that you have not manifested yet, that really would take for you to start to dream alive, dream awake. Um, what's his name? I want to say this man, because this man says the phrase, and it resonates with me, to dream awake. Australia's Miraculi is his name, and he actually has a YouTube channel with some serious mantras to move you forward. Part of your participation in um, the retreat is, as the months, like as we lead up to the retreat, there will be work that we will be doing together as a group to prepare our mindsets and to help shift our mindsets so that we can really integrate the experience that is going to be before us. So it's going to be something special. Hmm. I'm going to, and how I put this together in my mind was like, I've done some really transformative things here. And these are things that I was not able to have access to um, back in the States. And there is something very special and incredibly fortifying that the soil uh, here offers. Mother Bali, Father Bali offer you some really fantastic energy, and I need you to experience this. I stopped short of saying I don't want you to leave this planet without having this experience here. You need to have your feet on this land. There is something very special here, very, very special, and I feel like the specialness comes in from the support of our human experience, and also that balance that we have here, wanting to or existing in the world as it has been handed to us, and then the world that we desire to live in. And those are two different, is to integrate that and to, but to, or maybe even to move towards more of what it is that you want and less of what it is that you've been existing in. Yeah, Mother Bali offers that. Definitely. Definitely. So if you're just joining, I don't see anybody on. Let me see, hold on. Because I know people jump on, but the issue is I'm having difficulty seeing it. So let me jump on Instagram and see if I can see you. Hold on. Do. Let's see. Okay. Hi. Okay. I see you, Ativia. Hi, darling. What's going on, Dancing Queen? Good to see you here. Thank you for joining. Thank you for joining. If you can jump on YouTube at Someday Became Today, I can see and we can interact like live. So just jump on Someday. I'm going to type it here in the chat. On YouTube. I mean, not YouTube. I'm on Facebook. Someday Became Today. And you'll be able to see it. In fact, I'll put the link in. Thank you. I feel beautiful. I absolutely feel beautiful. This land is definitely agreeing with me in all ways. Always. It's incredible. And that's why I'm having a retreat, because I want my loved ones to come and enjoy this and experience this. This to me is something we just should not leave the planet not knowing. Like you, Bali is it. And I don't know if you knew that, but I relocated to Bali, Indonesia. That's where I am. I'm getting the link for you. I'm going to drop the link. So it's really easy for you to just go ahead and do. Here is my link. There we go. Bada bing, bada bang. And I am doing a 30-day YouTube challenge, challenging myself, all of myself, to come on here and share what is going on with me, um, the highlights of what I plan for the retreat. It is going to be incredibly. It really is. I am putting together all of my experiences of being here in Bali. So what does that look like, right? What does that look like? It looks like um, going to a water purification temple, and it looks like going to swimming in waterfalls. And all right, let's, and then before we even go to in the water of the water purification temple, you actually will have an opportunity to witness and be a part of a Balinese um, ceremony. It is so beautiful, and it's like it encompasses offerings. So you are making offerings to the Most High and to um, our ancestors. And it's what I love about it is it's supportive of everyone's beliefs. Um, you can be a Christian, you can be a Muslim. It is the actual ritual itself is a Hindu ritual, but it just you'll see the connection of our oneness, our belief. Whether you're a Christian, whether you're a Muslim, whether you're a Hindu, whether you're a Catholic, whether you're a Buddhist, you believe in love. And as you're doing this ritual, you feel the love that you are giving and venerating your ancestors, and you also feel the love of whatever you believe your creator's name to be. And it's just outstanding. So, like in these beautiful baskets are flowers and um, rice, because here rice is like a very sacred thing. Um, it involves rice, it involves, and I mean, the flowers are just, I can show you what the flowers look like. Hold on a second. I could get, Ketut, can you bring me the flowers, please? On- By my, yes, Teremakasi. Ketu is a lovely lady who, um, thank you, Teremakasi. Look how beautiful the flowers are. I sleep with these by my bed. Aren't they beautiful? Aren't they beautiful? Look, I just, and a neighbor gave them to me yesterday. Yeah. So we use these flowers, and they're part of the ceremony. And what you will do is you will hold the flower in your hand and you hold it up to your head, and you say your prayer, and then and then after that you take the flower once your prayer is embedded in it, and you place it behind your ear. hmm or if you have a ponytail, you stick it in your ponytail, whatever you want to do. And it's those are your prayers, and like there'll be a number of them, so you'll have a number of flowers in your hair, and just the energy of the flowers is you just know your prayers are going where they need to go, and that they will be answered. You feel that's one thing about being here, is that you absolutely know that your thoughts are being supported. So you are extremely cautioned to make sure that you are thinking things that are enriching, empowering, happy, joyful. Yeah, it's that kind of place. It's that kind of place. I look forward to like having you all here with me. I'm still looking at locations. There's so many beautiful places to have to host the retreat. Um, One of the things that, oh, you can't log into YouTube. Oh no. Okay, it's all right. It's all right. Yes, I'm looking at you. Your I went back to Facebook since you're at Facebook. Yes, I am live here now. It is the morning. Um, it is 11:13 a.m. So I am 12 hours ahead of you. So today is April 5th, and it's 11:13 a.m. So yeah, it's just an incredible place. Your dreams can and will be manifested here. You can feel the support. Oh, we're going to have flower baths. A flower bath here is like so, it's not like just sprinkling a few petals like I have done, like in my house, in New York. No, 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 no. It's far more electric. You can feel the energy from the essence of the flowers and the whole bathtub. It's like a sheet. Think about it. Yeah, a blanket. That's better. Not a sheet, a blanket of flowers over you. It's like, oh, so beautiful and luxurious and supportive of our feminine divine. Like it's something so it's like delicious. Like, yeah, it's really nice. We'll be having massages. Um, we will be, oh, another thing we'll be doing is cardology and astrocartography. Okay, so you're like, what is cardology? Do you know what cardology is? Have you ever heard of that? I'll wait. Go ahead, type it in the chat if you have or have not. Have you heard of cartography, cardology, and astrocartography? Cardology and astrocartography. And these are two very amazing sciences. What they do is basically they give you the cheat sheet to your life. Like, wouldn't it be nice if you were able to know each day how to behave and how to harmonize with the energy of the day, like it not being a surprise, but you know for sure that this is the energy of the day? It's like having an internal forecast. Could you imagine like having a forecast, knowing how what days are best to relate to other human beings, um, how to relate to them, how to make things work in harmony, even though you know some challenges are going to come, but how to look at them, how, right? Like, awesome. It's like an awesome thing. So that's cardology, and yes, it uses playing cards. When you playing what do you call that? What's that card game? Whatever card game you want to play. I can't think of the one when you make books, but when you look at the cards, you know how you look at the king, the queen, the jack, all of those have different personalities, and depending upon where those cards show up in your birth spread, there's a spread, it tells you how your days, your weeks, your months are going to go. And everything has a card. New York City has a card. Um, America has a card, so that you can tell. Like, I already know what's coming down the pike. Like, I know, so I can brace myself. It's just awesome. It involves so cardology involves astrology, astronomy, and numerology. They work together in order to give you the information that you need. It's incredible. Now, so imagine if you had that information at your behest. You know how many decisions you could make 10 toes down? That's why I'm going to have that at my retreat, because I want you to have the cheat sheet to your life. No more guessing. You don't have to guess. Then astrocartography. So, you know how everybody is like, oh, yeah, I want to. Well, not everybody. Let me take that back. Many people are looking to relocate, right? How about if you knew proof positive where to go? Where would support your financial goals, your spiritual goals, your um, family's goals, your whatever goals you have? What if you knew where on the earth where are the places that you can go to get that support, and what places to avoid. Like you're like, wait a minute, why can't I prosper here, there, or wherever, right? 9 out of 10 times there would be what happens are there are lines that go from the south node to the north node, meaning like the bottom of the earth to the top of the earth. And these lines emanate in their different colors, um, and they have planetary influences. So that too uses the time that you arrived here on the earth. So the date and time is very important if you know it, but it won't stop you from getting a full forecast. There are other ways to get around that if you don't know your time of birth. But it's the it's these lines that go through, and if you're within, I've heard 3 to 700 miles of these lines, you can receive the energy. But most people like to be actually on the line so that they can get all of the juiciness. It's like having a biscuit and going around and making sure that bowl is clean once you finish that delicious bowl of soup, and then you eat the biscuit. So yeah, that's what's happening with that. So I will be offering that at my retreat as well. And yeah, the sky's the limit with it. But what I like to do on my lives here is I like to talk about things that can relieve your mind before you lie down into your slumber. And then as you go into your slumber, you're moving in a more empowered space. And at towards the end of my life, what I like to do, since this is your first time on, I like to give you a beautiful meditation to just float you into your dream space, so that when you go into your dream space, you can go into it in a very empowered way. So yeah, did I give you a mouthful? Did I give you a mouthful? Let's see. Is anybody on? Oh, okay, here we go. Let's see what's going on Instagram. I'm going to switch over to Instagram and see what folks are on there. Do, 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 do. And I want to go back to stream. I can't see anybody on Instagram, but sometimes I feel like the numbers aren't even accurate. But let's see. Atavia, do you have any questions before I start? Just you can type them in the chat. I can see the chat here. hmm Let's see. Going into Instagram. Instagram. Here we go. Okay. So I'm just going to continue to speak. And if you are joining me on the replay, um, you'll get this nugget still. You'll be able to. Please, Octavia, when you get a chance, please get on YouTube when you can. It is where all the juiciness is going to be happening. So, yeah, all you got to do is have a Gmail account and you can just go right in. You can even set up a new Gmail account. It's really easy, really, really easy. But what I wanted to talk about today was um, your picture, your frame. Yeah. How are you seeing the occurrences of your life? How are you experiencing them? So, um, whether I'm in paradise or not, things are going to happen. And, you know, I'm glad things are happening so that I can really put these experiences to use and know that um, no matter what, I'm held, I'm good. So I look at um, life, and this is a financial thing that I'm talking about. I look at life as source, like source provides sources. So, um, and I look at our currency, our money, as a, we have spigots. And I believe this, I'm of the belief that the universe, God, spirit, infinite intelligence, whatever, Allah, whatever you want to call um, your inner self, um, it just simply turns off one spigot and then turns on another spigot. And I've come to realize as that has played out throughout my life, like I remember being in a space where it used to throw me, like it used to sicken me to know that one spigot was turned off. Like you really used to send me into a tizzy. Like it would challenge my faith. I'm like, and it would just tear me up and turn me out. And I remember like being in jobs, working. This was like because I haven't had a corporate job, and I would say it's been 30. My oldest child is 34. So yeah, it's probably 34. And my youngest is 30. So maybe it's been like between between like maybe 32 years. hmm And I remember when I would move from job to job, you know, I never felt like I belonged in corporate America, right? Like I never felt that it was for me. Because I always had to show up as somebody else. Like for 8 hours I had to be somebody else with this different voice, with this different demeanor. Couldn't I didn't feel free to emote. Maybe there was something bothering me and I had to still show up with a smile on my face, like, everything is good. And then maybe I was dying inside. Maybe I was suffering a loss of a loved one or something like that. You know what I mean? So having these different things happen, and then me ultimately knowing that, I'm not cut out for this. I can't keep showing up. And so that spigot would turn off. That spigot would turn off. And then another spigot would turn on. And then I was able to help provide for my family with my husband. And life continually does that. And I just got to a place of understanding that source is my source, because these things were still happening even when I was running my businesses. Like a client would work with me for a certain amount of time and then they wouldn't. And it's okay. Like, it's okay. Spigots would turn on and spigots would turn off and spigots would turn on and spigots would turn off. So, excuse me. Um, I need to drink some water. So this is I made some water. This is tamarind water. Just took some tamarind, put it in the water, and shake it up. And I'm getting all the benefits of the fresh tamarind in my water. Excuse me. hmm So spigots turn on and off, right? Things change. And so, how are we looking at those changes, right? Are we looking at them from the point of loss? Or are we looking at them from the point of opportunity where the universe is giving us yet another opportunity for us to grow our faith, right? For us to not just be people who are faithful in when times are good, or showing faith um, when we hope for something to happen, but standing in our faith as things are happening and knowing, like, not letting it rock you, like taking the lesson from it. So the reason why I'm sharing with you my thoughts about your picture, your frame, is I would love for us to examine what it is that um, we are going through, learning through, growing through, and how can we make it serve us? How can we make it serve us? So even though we have this picture, say we have a picture of, I don't know, any picture that may be a challenge to you. Maybe you're dealing with the loss of someone, right? So that's your picture. You're dealing with the loss of someone. But what if you put it in a different, a lighter colored frame? How about that? How about the frame that you put that loss of a loved one in? You allow that frame to illuminate that person's life, instead of um, being a frame that just frames the last minutes of their life, or the last months, or, you know, not looking at the totality of the goodness that they brought to our lives, right? So are we looking at the totality of the life that a person lived, or are we just looking at their transition, their death, their funeral, the cause of death, like the macabre part of it? So as we, experience this thing, this life, this part, why don't we just change our frames? Why don't we look for opportunities to be empowered within our challenges, within our living, within our existence? It's there for us to do. But do we have the courage, or have we given ourselves license to look at things that way? And it's work like this, reframing, mirror work, um, neuro linguistic programming. These things we will also be doing um, at the retreat, as well as anyone who signs up for the retreat will be privy to Zoom calls. So we'll do two types of Zoom calls. One Zoom call will be, and they'll be monthly. So there'll be two monthly Zoom calls. One, which will start to prime your mind, your spirit, and your body for the actual retreat. So, like, reframing your thinking is going to be a part of it. And then the other part of it will be the cultural aspect of you actually coming to Bali, so that I teach you, certain phrases, how to learn the phrases that you'll need to know in order to acclimate yourself to being here. The niceties, the politeness, One of the things that I love about the the language here is it often puts God, universe, source between you and the person. Like that's the platform from which you, it's like the plate. Each one of us is eating from the same plate. So we're communicating from that same space. So when you say Om Swastiastu, that's a greeting, and it absolutely Om puts the universe, God in the middle. I will also be teaching you how to count the money. Food, we'll be talking about all the delicious foods that are here, like the fresh fruits, all the things, all the cultural things you'll need to know. Knowing that there are dogs that just walk down the street, and they just walk down the street. The people don't have their dogs on leashes. It's not a thing. Unless I think, unless they're, sometimes I've seen dogs on leashes at beaches, but even still, the dogs are free to have a life here. They aren't these caged um, animals, and they don't bother you. They're like, dogs are like the people. They just walk down the street. Um, the word to say that walking down the street is jalan jalan, just jalan jalan. The dogs just go and they just enjoy their lives. They don't bark at you. They don't bother you. They just don't. So little nuances like that. How to, because people often offer you um, the wares that they are selling. So if you want something, you'll look at it and you'll enjoy it. But if you don't, how to politely say no, thank you, tidak bagus. I mean, tidak terima kasih, no, thank you. And how to say good morning, good night, good afternoon. All the things. So we'll be doing that as a part of the retreat. But getting back to and if you've just joined, please jump on YouTube. I would love to see you there. That's where all the good, meaty stuff is happening here today. Um, yeah, and then I would love for us to um, take a cooking class together. So I'm giving you all of the things that have helped to transform me. The cooking classes are, it was a 7-course meal that I learned. It was either 7 or 9, and we all worked together, and we used a mortar and pestle to create these delicious, oh my goodness, delicious meals. Um, Again, like the flowers, you hear the jungle boogie behind me, like you hear the you hear it. These are the sounds of nature. How to identify, like, what are we hearing? I know there's some beautiful doves here that are making those sounds, and um, just how to harmonize with nature. There are insects here, and the insects they're not interested in you. Like, I remember being deathly afraid of bees. And here I don't flinch. If I see a bee, it flies by, and it doesn't require me to run and take cover. I don't have to do that. And then there's even types of bees here. There are stingless bees, which are they make this honey that is just incredible. One of the stingless bees that I've had, the honey that I've had, it is it tastes like mango honey. And then the other one that I've had, it tastes like tamarind honey. Do you know how delicious that is? It is so flippin' delicious. Like, so you'll get to try all these different foods and that are grown on this rich soil. And the sun will be 8 degrees from the equator. So you will have an opportunity to just get sun kissed. It was so funny the other day when I went riding. I went horseback riding for my birth. One of the things I did for my birthday, I wanted to horseback ride on the beach. And my friend said she looked at the horse's coat was like a milk chocolate, or even what other chocolate? Like it was like a chestnut. And she was like, "You and the horse almost match." Yes, your skin will get wonderfully kissed and energized by the energy of the sun here. The temperature is like between 70 and mid 80s. And if it rains, the sound of the rain is its own orchestra. It's just I want this for you. And in all of that, I say all that to say, in all of this, in all of these experiences, I am meeting a new person. You don't know me as you knew me. Because I'm learning a new me. Like, yeah, I'm not the same. And when you come here, there's no way you'll be the same. Um, so yeah, that's what I really would love for us to do together. Um, and so currently I'm scouting out different places that I just want us to be in the throes of beauty, because I love beauty. And I'm going to give you, like I said on another live, I'm going to give you the very best that I've got. So I love beauty. I love beauty all around me. So I love to eat beautiful things that energize my body. I love to see beautiful things like these beautiful flowers. I love to, the fragrance. Like, this is real. Like, the universe made this flower. Like, such divinity is all around us. It's just, it's incredible. It's just, it seems almost like it's unreal. Behind me, like to the right of me, is a moringa tree. A moringa tree right here. My health, everything in this environment is so supportive of who we are, who we are innately, and who we really are without all of the prescribed things that this world has given us, the thoughts of things that we're supposed to want to have and need. Mm-mm. No, all we need to do is to be love in all of its facets. Just be love, and to love ourselves. Because I'm going to tell you something. I sold everything in my apartment. I gave away what I could not sell, and everything else got left behind. And nobody who I am in communion with here that shows me love knows about any of my things. They only know about the person before you. And that's what Bali gives you, the opportunity to just be. You don't have to be any more than just who you are. You don't even have to you don't have there's just you as you want to be, not as anybody's expecting you to be. How about, a round of applause for you just being you, right? How about you just being you, and that being enough for you to receive and for you to give love, right? That it's extraordinary. It almost doesn't seem real to know that this life exists, and that I gave myself this by dreaming awake. So then ask yourself, what is it that you want and that you desire to dream awake? You know, someday isn't a date on the calendar. It's today. It's today. That's all it is. And you can absolutely give yourself license to experience it. So I'm keeping very close tabs on the time because I have to meet with a coaching client. I do coaching as well. For those, I'm a transformational coach. So for those who are looking to make great strides in your life, I am here to help you in that capacity. Um, and I do offer group coaching. So if that's something you're interested in, we can do that as well. But just know that I am not someone who is a coach and hasn't done the things um, that I'm like the hair club president and someone and a member. You know what I mean? Like I have done the things that I have coached people to do, whether it's been coaching a woman through pregnancy, coaching a woman through a loss of pregnancy, coaching men who are living without spouses. Like these are the clients that I have that have lost their spouses. Um, People who are actually making their transition from earth to the ancestor realm. I help people get more confident in that because I am a doula. So a doula is one who serves, and I stand in a place where I help people to to embrace the transitions in their lives. It can be palatable. It doesn't have to be, you know, something that makes you feel disjointed and out of sorts. There are ways that you can welcome the transitions of your life. And even if you're not sure how to make the transitions, we can talk about that. There's a way. There's something beyond the thinking that you have right now. There's something bigger, broader, expansive, more supportive. There is. And if you just give yourself license to work with me, you will find out what that is. I will help you. I will not help you. Let me just say that. I don't help people, I inspire people. So, whatever it is, as we talk through our sessions, um, these things will unearth themselves. And when things organically become unearthed through conversation, is something so powerful in that. Knowing that you can move on, you don't have to wake up. Because I know like there's something everybody wakes up with every day that they think about. They do, but they just don't know how to get from here to there. How do you get from someday to this, to living your dream awake? How do you make someday become today? So, if that's something you want to work on, and if you think about working with me, you can go to Gmail, my Gmail, and you can go to Shree in Bali, SHREE in Bali at gmail.com, and just send me a note. And we can talk about how we can work together and how we, because you do realize our time is finite in this, and that's another thing. I help you to accept that our time in this existence is finite, but our energetic is infinite. So, how to live in this finite body with an infinite existence. Yeah, that's the work. That's the work. That is the work. And we are all capable of doing it. What is special in me is special in you. It's the same, but maybe you haven't been exposed to the tools like I have. Maybe you've been exposed to the tools, but you haven't employed them, and you need someone to support you in the implementation of the tools, right? Right? It's like if you could go to the gym and, or if you could be at home and create your muscle tone and your flexibility on your own, you would do it, right? But sometimes you just need someone to support you in what your goals are. And I'm that person. I'm that person for you and to you. So it is 11:49. It's almost midnight. And for you. So what I'd like to do is to send you off um, with some words and a meditation to help you look at your pictures with different frames around them, the frames that will support you in all that you desire to do. Okay? So, what I'd like you to do is to just get comfortable and allow the softness of your sheets to touch your skin. Really feel what it feels like. You know, connect with that. See what that feels like. Connect with that. And just taking a nice, deep, cleansing inhale. Hold it and exhale. As we move into this beautiful slumber meditation. And again, breathing in through your nose. Hold it and exhale with an ah through your mouth. Nice and slow. And again, breathing in. Hold it and exhale. Beautiful. And just continue to breathe. And you can close your eyes, or you can have a nice soft gaze. And if your eyes are closed, just have your eyes have a focal point towards your third eye. Let your intuition be your guide. And just continue to breathe at a normal pace that feels supportive to you. And just take note of your surroundings through your senses, the scent of your room, or maybe the scent of your perfume or cologne. Allowing the beauty of it to just delight your olfactory, your nose, just breathing it in. And you're just breathing deeper and deeper, deeper, more deeply. Loving yourself more deeply through each and every breath. knowing with each and every breath that you are loved, cared for, and protected. And as you settle in, just taking time to scan through your body and allow your body to receive healing and loving light through the crown of your head. And you're just allowing this beautiful light to sweep out anything that no longer serves you. Allowing this sweeping to just gently cascade throughout your whole body, ever so gently, as we move through to a conclusion of our toes, and using our toes as a root system to carry any unpleasantness or energy that no longer serves us back into the earth for divine transformation. That's what we're doing. So let's continue. Let's continue to allow this healing and loving light to transform and cascade down our face, head, neck, and shoulders. Healing and loving light cascading down your arms, over your shoulders, down your arms to your wrists, hands, and fingertips. Breathing deeper and deeper, deeper and more deeply. Healing and loving light cascading over your neck, your torso, and your hips. Beautiful. Healing and loving light cascading down your thighs and encircling your knees. Healing and loving light cascading down your legs to your ankles and your feet. Breathing deeper and deeper, deeper and more deeper. And finally, allowing this healing and loving light to carry with it all of the things that need to be transformed, that you would love to have transformed. Carrying it out through your toes and into the earth for divine transformation. leaving behind a brilliant glow in every cell of your divine being. Seeing every cell in your body becoming more luminous through each and every breath. Taking this opportunity to see the challenges of your life in a new way, smiling, knowing that you are empowered to change the frame that surrounds any and all situations that you face. Smiling because you are steeped in the dynamic being that you were created to be. Allowing the love of God, Source, Universe to support you in all of your ways, throughout all of your days. Feeling the softness in allowing yourself to just be, and allowing your being to be enough. Breathing deeper and deeper, deeper and more deeply. Seeing yourself and your challenges through the eyes of your Creator. Feeling at ease, knowing that all is well. There are no penalties for your decisions, only experiences to grow, to love, to have more faith. And with each breath, you give yourself license to be, to live, to create, to experience. You can do no wrong. You can do no wrong. You can do no wrong. Smile at that revelation. There are no penalties. So go ahead and make your decisions. There are no penalties, just experiences. And know through all of these experiences, you are still supported. Like a baby in a bosom, you are rocked and held securely, infinitely. And in that, you can rest confidently and assuredly. So as you move into your dream space, you take that with you, knowing that you are loved, cared for, and protected. You are loved, cared for, and protected. Smile and say it to yourself, or you can say it out loud. I am loved, cared for, and protected. And so it is, and so shall it be. And just breathe. Breathing deeper and deeper, deeper and more deeply. And as you move into your more conscious state of being, just take a moment to wiggle your nose, fingers, and toes, and come back to your conscious self. And slowly open your eyes to a soft gaze. And right here is where I would love for you to just hear yourself, what comes up in this moment of silence. Connect to your divine messaging. What is it that you come to know through this meditation? What information has been visited upon you? I want to thank you so much for being here